The whole music, very relaxing. Yeah, no worries, KGals. Appreciate the heads up. Just gonna be kicking things off very shortly, guys.
Okay, I will also interrupt Pickles for a second here to quickly explain to some people. If you have first time visited this kind of channel, in this channel to speak, you need to raise your hand by selecting the raise hand icon, and then you will be dragged into the podium to speak. I don't know how this works for Xbox and like Discord for Xbox and all different devices. So if you have any difficulties and stuff like that, text me or Kaistick. We'll try to help in any form or shape. Good luck, have fun, and I will leave this to Pickle now. So.
All right. Yep, thank you very much, Holo, for just mentioning that. Just as a side note, guys, if anyone is missing this event, isn't able to come and join us live, then it's also going to be streamed to my YouTube, and various other streamers out there like Smiley are also going to be streamed other platforms like Kick. So we're going to really try and make sure that we've got a good cross section of various social medias that we'll be streaming to. Okay, so welcome to this quarterly meeting here at the War Pigs gaming community. A lot of you have already been to these sort of community meetings, and you get what it's sort of like about, really. This is just an opportunity for myself and the staff to kind of get with the wider community, advise them of what's been happening over the last few months, what's been going on in the background, and what's going to be happening in the future months, and what to kind of expect, and how you guys can best sort of fit in with us as active members of the community in terms of helping us move forward with these plans. So without further ado, guys, I'll start going into sort of like the specifics. Over the last few months, we've expanded quite significantly our membership basis. We're now picking up a lot of members from different time zones. We've got a big group of European players now, which we didn't have before, and that's definitely showing in that we're able to put on events and have like a little bit of server activity, you know, on the fly when you guys are just putting sort of messages in the squad up channel. So that's really good to see. We've got that kind of bigger representation. Again, we're always trying to push our membership basis and try and get people from across the globe. We are an international community. And one of the things that we really want to do is kind of have a representation across all the various time zones, you know, so that everyone's got that opportunity to find someone to play with. Obviously, our biggest sort of player area geographically is probably around the North American continent. We do, however, you know, also have like quite a lot of people from various other parts of the globe. So that's really good to see, guys. And just the fact that we've hit 200 members, fantastic. Thank you all for your support. It's a lot of sort of involvement from various people, you know, the stream team, the staff, the admins, even just like the active members who are out there representing, getting involved, kind of pushing the ethos that we're going for here. You know, thankfully, there's no drama in this community, and that's how we like things. And that is down to you guys being so cool and chill, and I appreciate we've got a lot of banter, a lot of memes come out of this community, a lot of sort of funny content, but at the same time, the core of it is that we all look after each other and we all kind of look out for each other, and that's really important, and that's something that I really want to push, and that kind of to be our core ethos of like what War Pigs is about. Moving forward, there are plans to start pushing certain sort of various ideas we've got in the background going on, and over the next few months we're hoping to bring them to fruition. Some of the things that I'm sort of happy to start talking about is that we're going to be looking at creating some merchandise to basically help us push the kind of community, the War Pigs aspect, and, you know, really get our brand imaging out there. We're going to be also running a competition for some of the content creators out there to go away and create some imagery and some sort of PNGs, some various sort of things that we might need for, you know, streams and advertisements. We're going to get you guys to go away and basically have a little bit of a competition who can create the best sort of image moving forward. Again, we're going to be looking for something that really captures the eye, something that for people to remember. something that isn't overly complicated, but also, you know, gets across what we're doing whilst also being quite original. Which granted is hard to do, especially with a name like Warpig. There was a call between some of the staff to maybe look at rebranding the name. That's personally not something I'm willing to budge on. Definitely something I feel like I've done rebrand imaging of communities before, and there's one thing changing, you know, the aesthetics or, you know, the colors and stuff that you want to implement, but it's a totally different thing to change the name, because the name essentially is, we're very tied in there. A lot of us have got content out there on, again, the various social medias, YouTube, Kick, and all these various channels, and we really do push that kind of War Pigs sort of hashtag, as it were. And if you go onto sort of stuff like Twitter, you'll actually see that we really dominate. You know, if you type in War Pigs, then, you know, it's going to come up with pretty much 90% of our posts. So yeah, moving forward, guys, we're going to be expanding on the stream team. We've had some amazing work from some of the streamers that have been out there pushing the War Pigs meta. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. What we're looking to do is basically take on the work that you guys do and expand it to a wider group of players, and so that we can support them best. Obviously, there's a little bit of not sort of training, or training's the wrong word, but essentially there's a little bit of you know, a conversation that needs to be had with sort of people that are looking to step up and be streamers and sort of represent the community, because we highly encourage it, but at the same time we want to make sure that people are familiar with stuff like, you know, how to represent the community, you know, how to send people to Discord, how to recruit, how to sort of conduct yourself in a way that, you know, gets the best out of your channel and your content and helps the community the best. Obviously, in return, all these streamers are getting the opportunity to network. You guys are really good at supporting each other's streams. Let's keep that going, guys. You know, we've got a lot of members out there who don't even game, who are now starting to watch us, and it's fantastic to see that we're building up these bigger audiences, and we're actually getting to the opportunity where we're able to retain people, you know, for audiences in quite large numbers. You know, there's going to be ups and there's going to be downs and there's going to be peaks and troughs, but at the end of the day, we are seeming to reach that wider audience because we're seeing it in the numbers of the people that are joining the server. Look here. Okay, so we're going to be opening up a Patreon. It's not necessarily something we're going to be doing right away, but essentially as we move from 200 members to 500 members, which is our next kind of big waypoint, I want to start basically having a way for the server to collect sort of donations for people willing to sort of kindly donate money, and in turn we'll sort of like start looking at opening up our own servers. You know, depending on what the donations we get, you know, depends heavily on what sort of games that we can open up on servers. But, you know, hopefully we can start somewhere over the next few months on a new game that's coming out, get a server up, you know, relatively cheap, and somewhere for you guys to all kind of, you know, have control over. We've got couple of games that we're keeping an eye on. It's like Burning Lands, the developers from Hell at least going to be releasing this Vietnam recreation, so I think that's going to be something obviously we have a lot of background knowledge in, given our experience. So that's something to look forward to, guys. And as I say, we're going to be looking to kind of elect a little bit of a committee. It won't just be myself who will have like you know, exclusive power, but essentially I'll have overwatch on the whole situation. But I'm not very I'm not sort of like a cash person, you know, and I think it's about getting people in the right position, you know, with the right skill sets and the right advantages. So one of my areas of disadvantage is definitely money and organization and stuff like that. So again, that'll be a conversation that the staff will be having amongst themselves in the near future. One of the big things that we've been working on, especially in the background over the last few weeks, is an amalgamation of 3 separate ARMA communities, 4 actually, sorry, with WFG included. So we've got ourselves, the War Pigs, we've got the 25th Infantry, and we also have the Frogs. So as well as WFG. So at the moment, it's basically designed so that, you know, not one community has too much pressure to put all these player numbers up week. And it also means that the developers, you know, get a bit of time between each up to sort of finesse their ups and create like an operation that's got a lot more depth and sort of role play to it. That's something that we're going to be keeping concentrating on. Again, there's always going to be feedback that we need from you guys who are involved in that. So again, through the proper channels, then just make sure that you're feeding back if you have thoughts on stuff that we should done any differently. And those are all the main points that I really wanted to discuss. as I say, we'll feedback on like where we're at with stuff like merchandise. We're also possibly looking at bringing in a podcast, something might be interesting, something that'll be pertaining to the community and probably about hopefully we can help us find a wider audience. And those beautiful people up there like Smiley, characters, various other people, getting out there, having funny conversations, doing funny shit. Right. Do I have any staff that are looking to talk about anything at the moment? I think this is where you guys need to like put up your hand. I'm not sure again how this works exactly.
Yeah, so next to your disconnect button on the very bottom of your screen, you will see the raise hand thing. Mike is now desiring to speak as well as Captain. So when you look at the top right corner, Pickles, you can see people that are raising the hand, and you can pull them to the stage. Yep.
So, oh, can y'all hear me? Sweet. All right, beautiful. I'm not retarded. So to fucking to reiterate on what Pickles was saying, I wanted to kind of narrow some topics down just for the sake of narrowing it down because I think you guys need to kind of take a think about it. Pickles, if you have any questions or have any ideas along with it, please chime in. As for merch, we have different ideas on merch. Wobbles has a great idea for like stickers and shit. I think that goes well, especially with anybody out here on the workforce that just slaps their fucking bullshit on, whatever the fuck they're using, like lunchbox or some shit. I don't know, hard hat. Fuck, I got like shit ton of stickers on my desktop. That'd be cool. I also put in for command coins, but someone also said not everybody's military doesn't know what they look like. I'll post a picture of that, but that's something that we could look forward to. Just think of it as giant paperweights, but you could trade them off and they get you goodies in the military. It's pretty dope. As for the name rebranding, I do agree with Pickles. I don't think he should back down on it. However, I think having a competition for logos, because our Discord logo looks like my daughter drew it and she doesn't draw very well, I think that should be changed. That goes alongside our ARMA unit logo. Granted, we're not really super serious about it, but I think it'd be cool to represent, especially since we're playing with all these different communities. We want to look like we're hot shit. As for the what's the fucking thing called? Oh yeah, the donations and shit. With that, I'm trying to get an idea as to how we should do it with full transparency, because at the end of the day, it's y'all's fucking money. You should see where the fuck it goes to. How we're going to achieve that, it's probably most likely going to be on like a month-to-month basis or a quarterly basis. Quarterly, more than likely, due to the fact that we all have lives outside of this. Pickles is fucking first responder. I'm figuring out life, and Wobbles is probably working as well and has children. So yeah, that'll be something. I was thinking with the merch as well, we could do like raffles and stuff like that every now and then, because you got Pickles here who's fucking streaming, and we got a bunch of streamers here, especially Roughneck. People are sitting there looking at other games on their phone, yet they don't have the means to play these games because A, they don't have a computer, or B, they don't have the money for said game because they are what we call a poor person. So throwing up raffles, I think, would be awesome. Give back to the community as much as possible. That'd be dope as fuck. As for the Discord lately, I want to say that good job to everybody for fucking showing up in the Discord and like talking and shooting the shit and talking shit. It's fucking great. I love it. It's amazing. Reminds me of the good old days. So keep that up because that makes us popular. Also, the Discord is a complete other shit stain that needs to be fucking cleaned because there's so many different tabs to different everything. Pickles, get on that whenever you can. That'd be great. And that'll be it. That's all I got. If anybody want to raise a hand to argue with what I say, by all means, Pickles. Any Anything you want
No,
to
I
add?
appreciate your feedback there, Mike. I think that's all valid points, really. And I think one of the things that you reminded me that I meant to mention earlier is we're definitely going to be restructuring the Discord, especially the channels. We're going to be, as I say, I've got to go away, look at it, get with the back-end development team and get their opinion on things. But as I say, we're going to make this Discord work as best in our favor as possible, make it as easy for the people that have active roles in it. We're going to be expanding the kind of what roles people are going to be going into. We're going to be expecting people to do more specific roles for those that want to kind of step up. We've already got a lot of people helping us with stuff like recruitment and reception of new members. One of the areas that we really do fall down on is like we do tend to bring good numbers into the server. It's more about getting these players to be active, especially within that first few days. It's critical. Again, we're not like a community that pushes people to be like a certain level of activity. In my experience, that just creates a headache for everyone involved that's got to enforce that. Plus, it just puts an unnecessary expectation. I'm happy for people to be as inactive or as active as they want. Granted, if you've got a role within the community, then you're going to be expected to kind of undertake that role. But that's part and parcel of anyone. But yeah, I think let's see if we've got any more raised hands. Oh, we've got a hill raised hand.
Hey guys, I was just wanted to touch on the whole raffle thing. I think a great idea would be possibly taking like a poll, and then, for the following month, that's when that raffle will start. And then by the end of the month, we just kind of recycle, so everybody has like a chance to vote on what they want, type of thing. Whether it's computers, like merch, or just things like that. And then probably pushing for more like the other games that we play. Probably be a good idea. I know we're kind of concentric on the ARMA thing. That's where a lot of us met, but branching out further would probably be a great idea too. That's pretty much it. Pickles, if anything.
No, again, thank you for the feedback there, Nihil. Again, yeah, definitely. I consider us a polygaming community. We're not associated to one specific game, and that's what I think makes us so strong and so diverse as a community, and is definitely one of our overriding strengths. Because you bring in players from other games, and there's a lot of crossover. And again, the emphasis and the ethos of this sort of community is a place where people can come together. They can play large scale, organized games that with people that they know they're going to have their six covered, and that ethos transfers a lot over from sort of the way I used to run Tiger Force. But again, that's kind of moving forward. That's one of the areas that we want to concentrate on, and I've mentioned it before, and I'll mention it again. It's about looking out for each other, looking after each other. It's a pretty crappy world out there at the moment, and that's probably going to end up getting a lot worse. But you've got an international community of like at the moment 200 plus people. That's expanding, of people who genuinely care about you and want to look out for you. And so people should never be on their own. Hashtag gamers against loneliness. Let's always make sure we've got each other's backs, and that's something that I tend to see quite a lot. And we've got various channels and structures in place that enable people to reach out in real world support and stuff. That support is there, and you're able to DM us directly. There are a couple of different people, which probably include their names in the channel today. People, if you want to reach out, so obviously put yourself out there. But again, guys, we're kind of thinking outside the box. It's about us being true to who we are as a gaming community, and we're not trying to be like anyone else. We're just trying to be ourselves, and we've got no agenda here other than to push our kind of ethos of other people that might want to be really involved in it. We've got a lot of different people with fingers in different pies, and I just want to thank each and every one of the time that you've taken. So Dumbass here raises a hand. Onto Wobbles quickly.
So yeah, to second what Nihil was saying, with a raffle, in order to do a raffle, I'm going to be working on some stickers, and I'm hoping that you guys will give some ideas for those stickers. And then we can merch that. But in order for that to work, and in order for us to have a raffle for prizes to give away, bringing more community members in, like, let's all do, $3, $5, something like that. Buy a sticker, which helps put money into all of this. Because I think raffles are a great idea. It brings people in. And also to comment on Smiley in the chat, the rework, I definitely believe we need a rework of the logo, not the name, but the logo. As it has been said, it looks like a child drew it. Agreed. So if we can get that, guys, like that will bring in a bunch of new potential, because it's like Pickles said, everybody loves a good logo. Everybody. So if it's hot, it's flashy, but it's to the point, not overdone, people will flock to that. It will get more views, more people coming in.
I appreciate that feedback there, Wobbs. And yeah, you're right, dude. I can't underemphasize it enough. Brand imaging is so very important. We have got to have consistency, which we're able to develop, across various platforms. But we're out there at the moment. As I say, it's just about building that one solid kind of image that people sort of envisage when they think of the War Pigs. Capture that sort of photographic image in their brain. So we're going to go out there. We'll look at it properly. We'll probably get AI to help us, to be honest, because it can help us with certain things, and it's limited at the moment. Right. So we also.
All right, fuckers. One, just to touch on the logo, I had a guy make one not too long ago. Pickles, if you want, I can send that to you after this meeting, or to whoever fucking wants it. And then another thing, something that I always bring up: mental health. Although none of us really know each other on a personal level, still important. So if any of y'all are going through anything, 90% of the times, my DMs are always open, along with a good chunk of this community. Pickles, got anything?
Yeah, no, appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, again, it's just kind of that's where it's at, guys. Really, as Deluxe just said, we want to create that kind of community that looks out for each other. We're not going to be able to fix your problems, guys, necessarily. It's more about shoulders to cry on, someone to speak to, someone to be there. We're all none of us are rocks, or we're all rocks. I can't remember which, but yeah, you guys have got a community here that genuinely help. And as I say, a big part of that is just literally by creating a nice environment for people to come and game in, share their exploits in, networking, back each other, support each other. But yeah, all right. Looks like Mr. Stick is up. Get your feedback there, Mr. Deluxe.
All right. So I guess all I have to say is I'm running the back end, and I'm clearing up as much as I can as far as what the Discord looks like and how we're gonna change it. It's still, we gotta come up with a solid idea, guys, and we will. We just gotta talk about it. So I am going to request that staff, admins, mods, you all stay here after we adjourn this meeting so we can have a chat, or we move to a hidden channel. I don't care which, but I really need to know what goals we're reaching for. As far as bots, AI, and stuff like that, there are triggers being written and reworks happening in Atlas and Dino. I have really shitty internet right now, and I'm doing it all from my cell phone pretty much, and a proxy computer that gets about 10 kilobytes a second, so it takes me a while. As far as merch and stuff goes, I'm down for all that. As much as I come in here and ramble and bitch, I love this community because it gives me the opportunity to do that. Like, I can come in here after a shitty day and know that I got some pals here. I mean, some of us have known each other for what, almost 3.5 years now. So, I mean, we're a good group. I just keep it active, guys. Like, that's all I gotta say. And I will not speak on back end problems publicly. Catch you guys later. Take me off the stage, man.
No, you have to like leave. I think you have to like walk off the stage. I can't. Like, I'm not gonna Will
got it.
Smith you. I'm not gonna Will Smith you. Okay. Like, keep your wife's name out of your motherfucking mouth. Sorry, distracted there. Right, Angel. Did I see you had your hand up briefly there? Anyone else? Right, just keeping an eye out. Right, guys, if anyone wants to put their hands up, this would be a great opportunity for you to ask your questions. If anyone's got any ideas in specifically, then now is the good opportunity to bring them up. Great to hear back from you guys. Questions, queries, good things, bad things, things that could be done better. Now's the opportunity. Appreciate we're kind of putting you on Mike again.
Yeah. I could fucking walk on and walk right off. That's so cool. Anyway, let's do so as for the streamers, I know there's some in here. One of the things I kind of wanted to kind of ask, and like you could just respond in the chat box, because that would like be awesome. But when you do your streams and you're whoever the fuck is watching you and he's chatting away or whatever the fuck, do they have a kind of idea as to what's popular right now, what games we should be playing? I'm not saying this community should jump to 30 fucking different games. What I'm saying is it's a pretty good opportunity for us to branch out to see where we would fit. Try to keep these games multiplayer, especially this goes for everybody. So that way we can, my kid's hungry, so that way we could try to figure out, you know, what would be best to bring more people into the community, all that kind of shit. It sounds kind of fucked up because we're just like trying to people hoard, but yeah, people hoarding's great. It's awesome, especially when there's fucking people in the server and shit, and you can talk shit and all that stuff. It's great. Along the lines of your mental health crap, I don't mean crap as in the derogatory term, but just keep in mind, nobody here's a fucking actual therapist unless you are and you haven't told anybody, then that's on you, bud. But, you know, like, just kind of be careful what you say. 'Cause sometimes you could tell somebody, you know, hey, you're going to be fine. And then all of a sudden he goes around and shoots up a school, and we don't want that. You know what I mean? So just be mindful of what you know, what you say, because you're treading on some pretty dangerous water. But, you know, look out. Try to direct them to avenues of help if they're really trying to do something stupid. Don't let them be stupid. And, you know, just, yeah. Don't want anybody to have a guilty conscience. Oh, hey, Roughneck. Yeah, here. Fucking get up in here, guy.
I just realized
I'm
there's
out.
like a whole like
y'all hear me
chat
good?
comment section.
Hello?
Yep. Hey, Ruffy, we hear you, brother. Go ahead, my dude.
Oh, shit. Hold on. You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, buddy.
Okay. So what I wanted to say is talking about more of the multiplayer and stuff like that, getting to the competition side of some of these multiplayer games. I know some of them have you just do teams and you can win, you know, money at the end of the tournaments and stuff like that. But that's all I had in mind.
No, appreciate it, dude. That's a good shout. You cut out a little bit there, but we got the essence of it, and essentially it was about sort of like competition play and putting up like teams and stuff, like a War Pigs team. Again, I do have a background in esports, as do a couple of other people in War Pigs. It would be interesting, it'd be interesting. Possibly, definitely something we can look into. It's something we'd have to go away and definitely discuss a little bit more, especially logistics. But yeah, that's something that I hadn't actually previously thought of myself, to be honest, or I think anyone suggested. Right, so rock surface, it won't let me. I guess it's going to follow first. Oh,
No, I can just do that. Well, in that case, I don't know about Kai, but I got a question for you, Kai. If we could add a giveaway bot to the Discord, that way we can do, if we do decide to do giveaways for games, we can actually have a bot that we don't have to worry about trying to get everybody, get all the names together. That way it just runs a lot easier. Because I've already got, I don't mind doing the first giveaway here, so I've already got keys for stuff. So if we can do that, that works for me. Makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, no, that might be a possibility, good way forward, even in the short interim, just to give us an idea of how this might work and what we need to do. And yeah, but, it's definitely one of the aspects. Okay,
It's turned off right now, fellas. I can always flip the switch, so just let me know.
Yeah, I'd say definitely flip a switch on that, and then that way I can host a giveaway here first and get that done. It's a small one, but still.
Have we all been pulled up to the stage right now?
Yeah, you're up the stage. I'm going to leave the stage.
Amazing.
I'm gonna go grab a drink.
Alright.
So Hologram, you need to talk for at least the next 3 minutes.
Oh, well, that's easy enough because I wanted to mostly focus on the ARMA community and stuff involving ARMA. I know not all of you are here, all ARMA players and stuff like that. But first of all, from at least our community Frogman and what I'm bringing here, I had a lot of complaint from my guys that operations are being scheduled post haste very much, mostly aiming at Mike. Very little time for people to even fucking have a way to recognize that, hey, there is an op going on. So I would love to have a way of maybe scheduling ops and possibly announcing stuff a week prior so people can actually make plans for that. Would be amazing, guys, by the way. Yes, Mike?
Screw you.
Oh yeah, fuck you, man.
All right,
No.
yeah. So after this, there is an ARMA op, blah 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 blah. I put it last minute because I'm probably going to be phasing out of this community as far as ARMA things go, probably for a bit. So everything's going to be kind of sporadic. If you want to show up, cool. If you don't, awesome. Either way, I scheduled it for Sunday. So whatever. That's
what?
probably what it's going to be random too. Don't count on me to make plans or anything like that because my fucking God, my life is crazy. So when it happens, it happens. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Whatever. Not going to fucking cry over it. Fuck you, Hologram. You can't call me out. I'm supposed to call you out. You fucking goddamn
Fuck you, cunt.
European.
It's like everyone is calling you out. Like that's the only fucking talk in Frogman chat. Like, why?
Oh, I bet. You know what? They can lick my balls.
No, look, everyone is like, why the fuck are ops announced like a 3 day or 2 days prior to the operation? Like, why don't we have time?
It's just
to
me. It's just me. I just said it. Fuck you. Eat a dick.
Love you, man. Ah, Jesus. That's an amazing man right here. Also, going forth, I know that we are here a bunch of communities that are like stitched together in War Pigs, basically, like 25th, Frogman, WFG, and stuff like that. But that would be wonderful if we could get more interoperability. What the fuck is that word? Holy shit. Okay, yeah. Like we could operate more with each other, have players interact with other communities, and maybe like join each other's operations. That would be amazing if we could basically create a tighter knit community out of couple communities, right? Like basically. stitch shit from multiple things. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. Like, make operations announced with a reasonable amount of time, Mike,
Mhm.
and
Mike.
and yeah, and have more interoperability within the operations. That would be
I
amazing.
think that's
Okay.
something I'd definitely like to touch on there. What I only caught the
Oh,
tail end of what you were talking
before
about
I
there, but yeah,
forget,
sounds good.
I will interrupt you for a second before I forget. Also, I did not think that I would need this in the very beginning to say this, and I thought this was gonna like this that this matter would like sort itself out in the progress. But please, we need some kind of system of vetting people for the operations. Like, I don't know, like just a basic fucking check if a person is sane or something, because I see slowly that there are problems arising within like operations, that we have couple people that show up with a very destructive behavior. Basically, they like, okay, I understand someone can not understand something, be like confused, lost, not know how the certain mechanics work and shit like that. That's understandable. We love to help with that, right? But if someone is showing up with just pure purpose of making fucking malicious intent, destroying the operation for everyone, or just like using third party add-ons to fuck it up, then it's a very big problem, man. And I would love to have a way of checking people and making it like to verify who is good and who is just constantly fucking shit up, because it's
I'll
it
just let
happens.
Wobbs touch up on that one as well.
Yes,
All right,
and
I
that's
will sit down here now.
Thank you, mate.
Good luck, Bobs.
thank you. To touch on what Hollow just said, a lot of you have been here a long time. Some of you haven't been as long. If there's an issue, come to me. If it was between you and somebody else, if you see something in a server, come to me. You know, if you bear witness to an altercation, let me know, because I may not be in that op. I may not be aware of the situation. The quicker that we're able to resolve situations, the faster that people are able to, you know, play again together and not carry that aggression to the next game. Yes, we all have our personalities, we all have our traits. Some of us are assholes like me. You deal with it. But you know, if there's an issue, reach out. Quite a few of you had. We're a big community. We're getting bigger. We're gonna get a lot bigger. I believe the evolutions that we've gone through have brought us to a point where we are starting to get traction, and we've learned from our mistakes. One of those mistakes, like Hollow just pointed out, was people that can be cancer in ops, to put it lightly. And Kai knows all about that, because he's done HR. So we need to come up with a list to vet those people so that we're not having constant issues, and so we can continue to grow. That's all.
Thank you, Wobbles. And yeah, okay. So I think let's see if we've got anyone else that wants to just have a quick chat. Anyone else from any of the other communities? Any of you guys representing your own little community? There they are, Mr. KGal. This sexy pirate. Heard this guy was
What's
actually
good, babe?
Well, I heard on the grapevine that you're actually a sexier pirate than
Oh,
Smiley.
yeah. I'm just, just that guy, you know what I'm saying?
I can see I've just
what's
completely
going
thrown
on?
you there. I'll let you speak. Sorry, brother. Go, you do your thing.
So, I am one of the non-ARMA people. I do a little ARMA Reforger, but I haven't touched that game in... When did I uninstall that? But I came here for Battlefield, so just point that out. But my thing that I had an idea for that I wanted to share was, what if we had a bit of a like character introduction like video, big like collaborative video, introducing some members of the War Pigs, and then like just montaging through it all. And then we could add more on as time goes on, but just slow editing project. I'm gonna be working on my own personal channel trailer, but so I'll use that at first and kind of give you guys an idea of what I'm thinking, and then we can go from there. But that's going to be a while out. So that's about it. But yeah, just wanted to know your thoughts on that and everything.
No, I absolutely love that kind of energy and that kind of idea. Spontaneity is great to see, dude, and that's the exact sort of thing that we're looking at. I think as War Pigs guys, you know, for you content creators out there, you know, do show us what you got. You know, let's see those the creative juices flow, because you know, we've got people out there. You guys do this because you enjoy it. At the end of the day, it's not work. It's not, you know, something that we do because we have to. It's something we do because we're passionate about it. You know, if think of War Pigs as a blank canvas, and you guys can fill in the pieces, you know, both metaphorically and in reality, you know, with sort of the memes, the you know, the videos, the trailers, the music, you know, go run wild with it, guys. You know, we've already seen some really funny stuff over the last few months, and I just want to keep pushing that kind of trait. The KGals, yes, 100%, we are behind that, and I think, again, you know, those sort of ideas are the sort of ideas that we want to be, you know, hearing about and execute. You know, we've got some very strong personalities in War Pigs that make up this community, and you know, maybe it gives people something to work towards and something to, you know, want to get involved with, and anything that kind of encourages people, especially when they're new. You know, we're a very welcoming and open community. You know, it doesn't matter whether you've been here for a long time or a short time. You know, everyone's equal and everyone looks after each other. So, you know, let's think of these projects that gets people working together. You know, it gives you guys the practice. It allows you to, you know, execute ideas that you're passionate about and something you want to do. And, you know, that is really what War Pigs is about. It's about networking, meeting other people, doing projects together, creating fun content, and having good time together. You know, and you know that everyone else is gonna, at least you're gonna have a couple people out there who are gonna back you and support you and come and like your content and get on that. So yeah, thank you very much for stepping on that, KGals, because I think you made very good.
Appreciate it.
All right, anyone else got a raised hand right now? I think Raffy, I believe you. Oh no, you. That's it. Anyone else, guys? Okay, so I'll just put it out there. There's been some confusion about one of our members and the color of that member's hair, but I just want to lay it to rest that that member is ginger, not Auburn. Okay, because that member has been known to try and identify as Auburn, and it's not the case.
Burn him at the stake.
I know.
He
And
deserves
well,
the
we can't anymore. It's not 1862, Mike. You know.
Witch.
Yeah, I know. We can't do that anymore. Yeah. Hey. So I think, guys, if everyone else is happy, I don't think we see any more raised hands out there. Quacky, I love you. Oops. I just outed who I was talking. Sorry, Quacky. Oh my God, Quacky goes away and like, yeah. Well-being for the next. Just put it that way. But yeah, thank you so much for all of you that have showed up. Appreciate there's a lot of people that, you know, this couldn't make tonight. So again, it has been streamed start to finish on my YouTube, and of course Smile Kick and probably self. But again, guys, thank you for everything you're doing. Give us, you know, if you invest in us, we'll invest in you. And this community is just about kind of, you know, pushing that ethos. You're all ambassadors of this community. You represent us if you choose to, and you know, it's make it your sort of, again, you're getting in at the early stages, so make it your community, make it something that you want to see, and keep the positivity flowing. And yeah, any major issues, then hit up all of my team. Yeah, it'll be good moving forward, guys. Let's hit that 500. Peace out. We'll see you guys up in chat. Oh, that reminds me, we've actually got an event on straight after this. Mike's going to be hosting up a little armor operation up there, and I'm sure we'll probably be going out in a little bit of Sea of Thieves or doing some kind of raggedy, crazy stuff. Oh, Hollow wants to say something.
Yeah, just about the operation. Mike, did you post the mod pack in in the War Pigs channel so that people in War Pigs have the ability to see? Because I was looking for the War Pigs mod list if you have sent it somewhere here and it was gone.
Oh yeah, this your asshole. It's in the fucking event news.
Where?
You're
Where
what
is
do
it?
you mean where in the event? It's the one thing that has like 4 fucking photos on it.
Oh,
Oh shit!
Can we
You
just
It's
can
have
all
have
over the
it.
hedge.
after this,
Public
guys?
attack.
Can I just sorry to stop your autistic rant there. Can I just get all admin and staff to hold off? We're gonna jump on, have just a little side meeting afterwards, but the rest of you guys will be back up, go and frequent all the various channels and do your thing, and yeah, stand by for briefing if you're going up in the armor free up, and save your space on a fucking galley there, Smiley.
Your mom goes to college. Hollow.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ!